Hey everybody, welcome to TechMart Gaming. In today's video, I'm going to be updating the PlayStation Portal to the July's 3.0.1 update. Alongside that, I'm going to be testing out its new system software performance and stability improvements on a local Wi-Fi network, a public Wi-Fi network at Kroger, and we're going to be using it on my mobile hotspot. Now, before I get into the video, be sure to smash that like button, comment below and tell me what games you like to play on your PS5 or PlayStation Portal and how it's running on this new update, and subscribe to TechMart Gaming if you haven't already so I can be recommended to more gamers like yourself. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get into the video. If you want to know what's new inside of this update, then I got you. So if we take a look at the release notes, we have the version 3.0.1 and it says that they improved the system software performance and stability. In addition, the PlayStation Portal can now connect to a wider range of public Wi-Fi networks, including certain 5 GHz networks. Moving along, I'm gonna go ahead and download and install this update to the portal. It's only 57.76 megabytes, which shouldn't take too long to download. And if you use the PlayStation backbone with the PlayStation Remote Play app on your phone, then you also have an update which improves the stability performances as well. So we're going to test that out on a local Wi-Fi network against the PlayStation Portal. Moving along, the installation process didn't take too long on the portal. It took maybe about 5 to 7 minutes, which isn't too bad. Straight away, the first thing that I noticed when I logged into the PlayStation Portal for the first time using Remote Play is that I don't see a lot of lag or micro stuttering, and the input delay is non-existent in my opinion, especially just scrolling through the home screen. Everything feels a lot more responsive, and that's what I like. Let me know in the comments if you feel the same way. Now I'm going to be playing Madden 2024 on the PlayStation Portal on my local Wi-Fi network, and the first thing that I can say is that this is playing really phenomenal. I'm actually impressed by how well I can control my character and just get out the way when I need to. Playing football on the PlayStation Portal feels like a dream because I'm able to experience the DualSense state-of-the-art vibrations and haptic triggers when I get tackled, or if I hit stick somebody, or if I throw it to somebody across the field. You can feel that those vibrations and haptics are in play. Alongside that, having a 1080p 8-inch display on this device is a game changer because I can see all of the players and characters down the field, which I can easily throw it down to them and easily score a touchdown. And one thing that I like about this is that the speakers are mad loud. This game also runs great on the PlayStation backbone. I'm currently using my iPhone XS Max. This is an old phone and it still runs really great, especially with the newer PlayStation Remote Play app update. The only downside is that you have those borders on the side, which makes the screen a lot more smaller than it actually is. But the upside of using a smartphone is that the speakers are way louder than the PlayStation Portals. The mid-tones and the bass is a lot more present as well. Moving along, I'm going to be testing out the PlayStation Portal on the public Wi-Fi network. As you guys can see, we're at the Kroger Marketplace and they have a Starbucks inside there. So we're going to be chilling at Starbucks essentially and using the Kroger Wi-Fi. Before I connect the PlayStation Portal, I'm going to do a speed test on my iPhone 13 Pro Max. And as you guys can see, we're barely getting above 5 megabytes per second. So this is going to be a really interesting test to see how well the PlayStation Portal performs on these type of networks, especially public Wi-Fi's at that. Moving forward, I'm gonna remove my PlayStation Portal from its Orzly carrying case. If you guys are interested in this beautiful case, I'll leave a link in the description below and the card in the top right corner of this video. Now we're going to set the PlayStation Portal up with the public Wi-Fi network. So this is how you do it. You want to go into your control center, then you're going to go down to your settings. After that, click into the network sub menu. Then you're going to go down to set up internet connection. So as you click into that, you're going to wait for about 2 or 3 seconds so the public Wi-Fi networks can be discovered by the portal. Then you're going to scroll down to the preferred network that you want to connect to. In my case, it's the Kroger Guest Wi-Fi network. Once you see the QR code, you're going to grab your phone and scan that QR code and hit join so you can see the pop-up screen where you can log into that network. Now, if you're like me in this case and you don't get a pop-up screen, this is how you troubleshoot it. So what you're going to do is go into your app switcher and you're going to close out all of your apps that's taking up internet. In most cases, you're going to close out all of them. After that, you're going to rescan the QR code with your phone and you're going to wait maybe about 3 seconds and you should now see a login screen. So we're going to go ahead and easily log into this Wi-Fi and we should now be connected to the PlayStation Portal. And as simple as that, we're going to connect the PlayStation Portal up to the PS5 via internet. It didn't take too long. This process took a lot more quicker. maybe about 2 minutes tops, which is a lot more quicker compared to the last update. And for my first impressions with just scrolling through the home screen, I can see that there's just a little bit more input delay, but I mean, I can see all of the icons and everything looks clear to me. Now it may vary for you guys, but I'm actually impressed in my opinion. Moving along, I'm gonna be testing out Grand Theft Auto 5 on this public Wi-Fi network. And as you guys can see, I'm still able to control the car and my character alongside the camera. I can see my surroundings, and the vibration and haptics are present if I drive on gravel or if I drive on the side of the road. So that is a mind-blowing feature for me. The story mode and the cutscenes inside of Grand Theft Auto 5 is top tier. As you guys can see, I'm able to see everything that's going on in this storyline without having any crazy lags or micro stutters. And you guys can see that we have a slow internet connection icon popping up on the side of this gameplay, and it's still running. I didn't have any disconnections, which I'm actually surprised about. And during action-packed scenes like gunfights, you can see that I have full control over my character, aka Trevor. I can zoom in and see my enemies with ease with this 8-inch display. On top of that, having the haptic triggers every time I pull the trigger on this gun activate is insane. If you guys haven't played Grand Theft Auto 5, at least the story mode at that, I highly recommend to play it on the PlayStation Portal just so you can experience it on the go. Now, if you're a true game head like me, then you know Spider-Man is one of those games that you gotta have in the archive, especially for the PlayStation Portal. And now being able to play this on a public Wi-Fi network is another game changer for me, because I'm able to bring all of those features from the PlayStation 5 on the go with me. Like I said, the haptic feedback and the triggers feel very responsive, especially on this slower Wi-Fi network, which barely hits 5 megabytes up and download speeds. I don't think that this is a placebo effect. There's minimal screen tearing or micro stuttering. You may get a few lag spikes here and there because this is a public Wi-Fi network with multiple devices connected. And in my opinion, this is the most realistic example that you're going to see on YouTube of how this device performs on a public Wi-Fi network. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, be sure to smash that like button and comment below and tell me what features you want to see in the next update and what games you're playing on the PlayStation Portal or PlayStation 5. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get back into the video. Now, the last thing that we're going to test in this 3.0.1 update is the mobile hotspot gameplay test on the PlayStation Portal using my iPhone's T-Mobile hotspot. And as you guys can see, I have a 5G network right now and it is a strong signal, so this should be a really great test so you guys can see how it performs on the go outside of a public Wi-Fi network. I'm inside of my car and the game that I'm going to be playing is Helldivers 2. If you guys have watched my previous videos, then you know that this is one of my favorite video games to play, just because this is a really kickback type of game where you can play online with some other people and, you know, take over the planet and spread democracy together. And I gotta say, from my first impressions with calling down my stratagems, you know, I have to use the D-pad. I'm able to call these down a lot more quicker and easier. It's most likely because my connection is really strong, so I highly recommend that you guys use your hotspot whenever you have good connection. The video quality is crystal clear, the input delay doesn't bother me, and I'm able to feel the haptics and vibrations every time I shoot my gun. And before an intermission, before the bug breach happens, I'm able to talk to my teammates using the text feature without any interruptions like lag or micro stuttering. So this is a given when it comes down to this newer update, that you're going to have a good experience. And I gotta say, the speakers don't do too well in really loud environments, but when you're closed off in the car or maybe just a room by yourself, the speakers are insane. So with that being said, I'm gonna let you guys watch and hear the gameplay for yourself. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button, comment below and tell me what features you want to see in the next PlayStation Portal or PlayStation 5 update, and subscribe to Techmark Gaming if you haven't already so I can be recommended to more gamers like yourself. And if you plan on using remote play to connect to your PS5 and game on the go, then I highly recommend that you check out my maxing out my PS5 with 4 terabytes of storage video, so you can take advantage of having the games already installed on your PS5 so you can easily stream it to your PlayStation Portal or other remote play devices. In the meantime, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Deuces.